I'm gonna teach you guys now. It's a sequence of movements that is gonna lead to three different attacks. First one's the Kimura, second one's the hip bump sweep, and the third one's the guillotine. So it's a chain of attacks, right? So once my partners are defending one attack, I'm gonna transition for a different one, and then I'm gonna transition for my third one. So my first attack is the Kimura, as we seen previously. I'm gonna bring both arms underneath. I'm gonna strip his hands off my hips. I bring my knees towards my chest. I force the post. Then I hold my partner's wrist. I'm gonna start sitting up and attacking my Kimura. If Jake does an attack, I can start cutting my angle to finish my Kimura. So let's say I start attacking the Kimura and Jake does a really good job holding his arm inside his knee, and I can't bring the hand behind the back. My second option here is gonna be the hip bump sweep. So I'm gonna open my guard, step on the ground, hand, I sit on his lap, and I spin around to finish my hip bump sweep, stretch him out. Now, Jake is gonna defend the hip bump sweep. Yeah. I tried to do the hip bump sweep and he managed to free the arm and he pulls the hand. I can't really collect the arm to finish my sweep. So my third option here is gonna be a guillotine when I'm going back to the ground. So this arm that I was trying to control his arm, I'm gonna wrap around his head as I'm falling down back to my close guard. And now to finish my guillotine, I want to have my hand through. So I'm gonna connect my second hand with this grip with my palm facing out that way. So my hands are gonna connect in this position here. Pretty much I'm giving myself a handshake. Alright, so again, I try the hip bump sweep. He pulls, I fail on my hip bump sweep. I'm gonna wrap his head and I start falling back to my close guard as I connect both hands. And now I want to have my elbow high. Okay, it's called the high elbow guillotine. Just one detail here now of my close guard. My right leg here, I want to cut my angle. So I want my knee to the ground, my foot to the sky, and I want this leg, my shin here right across. So I can even step on the ground, do a little hip skip to adjust, and I want to be in this side angle. I bring my hand high, my elbow high, sorry, and I want to point my elbow towards his spine, and I lean towards his head to finish the guillotine. So just a little bit of the mechanics of the guillotine. Stay here. The guillotine is a double strangulation. So I want to block both sides of his neck. Here is where it runs the carotid artery, and I want to block both sides. At the same time, I want to break the alignment of his head with the spine. Right, so what's going to make the connection on the sides of his neck is going to be my biceps and my forearm on each side. Right here. So let's do this again. Got my close guard. Start attacking my Kimura, he defends. The hip bump, he defends. I wrap the head, I start falling back to my close guard. Palm down, I'm gonna give myself a handshake. I pull my arm up so my forearm connects to the neck and the biceps to the other side. I do a little hip escape to cut the angle. That's gonna help. Knee to the ground, foot points towards the sky, and I can have this leg over. This elbow, I'm gonna try to point towards his spine as I lean towards his head. So that was the sequence. Kimura, hip bump sweep, and guillotine, all from the close guard. For watching this video, please like, comment, and subscribe.